stop scrolling because the internet just broke into pieces. And the culprits are none other than Chrisean Rock and Bino. Yes, you heard that right. The same Chrisean who dragged Bino's name through the dirt like it was a Love and Hip Hop audition tape has just been spotted with him again. And fans are spiraling harder than Britney's 2007 paparazzi meltdown. This isn't just a sighting. This is a cultural earthquake. People are crying, clowning, and straight up rioting in comment sections. One second you've got TikTok edits with candle emojis acting like they're attending a digital funeral for Chrisean's sanity. The next you've got Twitter detectives drawing red circles around blurry paparazzi shots like it's the ZipRecruiter film. And let's be clear, this reunion moment doesn't just raise eyebrows. It rips them clean off. Is this love? Is this clout? Or is it just Chrisean being Chrisean, reminding us that her life is more chaotic than the Kardashians, more unpredictable than Blueface's Twitter feed, and more dramatic than an entire season of Real Housewives rolled into one? Buckle up, because this sighting isn't just messy, it's the internet's newest obsession. And the chaos is only getting started. When the first blurry photos hit the internet, it was like a nuclear bomb went off in the gossip world. Chrisean Rock and Bino standing side by side, looking way too comfortable for two people who supposedly hated each other's guts. You'd think we were looking at proof of aliens on Earth the way fans react to memes, think pieces. And TikTok started pouring in before the original poster could even delete the watermark. Now, let's back up. Chrisean and Bino aren't exactly immune to chaos. Their situationship was so public, so toxic, and so unpredictable that even reality TV producers were probably taking notes. These two didn't just date, they turned their relationship into a full-blown internet saga. Every argument was live-streamed, every messy moment screenshotted, every insult immortalized as a meme. If Romeo and Juliet had Instagram lives, they'd look like Chrisean and Bino. Remember the infamous IG live where Chrisean went off, accusing Bino of disloyalty while fans spam popcorn emojis in the comments? Or the toe-sucking scandal that had the entire internet dry heaving and laughing at the same time? That wasn't just drama, it was a career-defining fiasco. Fans swore that was the end. The breakup that would actually stick. The point of no return. But if there's one thing we've learned about Chrisean Rock, it's this: nothing is ever final. So fast forward to now, when paparazzi-style photos catch them together again, and it's like deja vu on steroids. Chrisean in her usual unapologetic style. Bino standing there like the human definition of here we go again. It didn't take long for fans to lose their collective minds. Within minutes, Twitter turned into a battlefield. Team Chaos was living for it, posting memes with captions like "Toxic couples live forever" and "Season 2 of Chrisean and Bino just dropped." Meanwhile, Team Common Sense was begging Chrisean to get out while she still had dignity left. One viral tweet read, "Chrisean's taste in men is proof that loyalty can be a curse." The quote tweets alone could fill a novel, and TikTok? Oh, TikTok was even worse. Edits flooded the For You page, some with dramatic music, others with clown emojis plastered across Bino's face. One creator staged a fake therapy session, acting out what Chrisean's therapist must be thinking. So, we're back here again? Millions of views and hours. What made this sighting even juicier was the silence. Neither Chrisean nor Bino addressed it directly. No confirmation, no denial. Just silence. And in internet culture, silence is the loudest response possible. That left room for wild speculation, and fans took full advantage. Some swore it was just a coincidence, maybe they bumped into each other. Others claimed it was proof they never really broke up, that the public breakup was all for clout. And the boldest theory? That they were staging the whole thing for a secret reality show deal, adding fuel to the fire. Gossip blogs like The Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked reposted the photos with captions like, "Spotted, Chrisean Rock and Bino back together?" The comments section turned into a digital riot. Supporters posted hearts, haters posted clown emojis, and everyone else just tagged their friends to come watch the madness unfold. Even Blueface's name got dragged into it. Fans flooded his mentions asking for his reaction, as if Chrisean's every move is somehow his business. His response? A cryptic tweet that read, "Some people never learn." Screenshots of that tweet went viral instantly, sparking another round of debates and memes. Blueface didn't have to say her name, the internet did it for him, but here's the wild part. While fans were debating loyalty, toxicity, and self-respect, others were quick to point out the bigger picture. This wasn't just about two people spotted together, it was about Chrisean Rock's brand. Chaos is her brand. Unpredictability is her currency. And every time she's spotted in a messy situation, her name trends, her relevance grows. And her grip on internet culture tightens. Bino, on the other hand, suddenly went from background character to headline villain or hero, depending on who you ask. He wasn't just the guy in Chrisean's orbit, he was now the co-star of the latest saga. And whether he meant to or not, he was trending too. For someone like Bino, whose name doesn't always carry mainstream weight, this was publicity gold. The first fan reactions painted the picture perfectly. Half disbelief, half mockery, and a sprinkle of toxic admiration. One TikTok voiceover said it best: "They're not in love, they're in syndication." This drama got more seasons than Grey's Anatomy. And honestly, they weren't wrong. What everyone agreed on, though, was this: the sighting wasn't the end of anything. It was the beginning of the next chapter. And if the past was any clue, the chaos is only going to get worse. If you thought the sighting itself was messy, wait until you hear how the internet and the celebrity world decided to fuel the fire. The moment those pictures spread, it stopped being a private reunion and became a cultural event. People who didn't even know who Bino was 2 weeks ago were suddenly tweeting like they'd been lifelong fans. And celebrities? They couldn't resist jumping in with their own 2 cents, because nothing sells faster than someone else's drama. First up, Boosie Baddies? Of course it was him. He hopped on Instagram Live and laughed so hard he nearly fell out of his chair. Chrisean back with Bino? Man, she loved them headaches, he said, shaking his head like a disappointed uncle. Clips of his laugh alone went viral, soundtracked by TikTok edits and remixes that had fans crying tears of laughter. Within an hour, Headaches was trending. Then there was Whack 100, who jumped into the conversation with his trademark negativity, calling the reunion predictable and bad for business. Fans dragged him in the comments, accusing him of clout chasing by inserting himself into drama he wasn't even invited to. But his commentary still made headlines, because when it comes to hip-hop chaos, Whack never misses a chance to add fuel. Meanwhile, reality TV stars couldn't resist chiming in. Carly Red posted a shady meme of a revolving door with the caption, "Some people never leave for real." Erica Mena threw subtle shade with a tweet, "If toxic love was an Olympic sport?" Fans immediately tagged Chrisean under the post, turning the shade into wildfire. Even Love and hip-hop producers were rumored to be watching closely, already sketching outlines for how this reunion could become next season's main storyline. But the true chaos belonged to the fans. Twitter turned into a digital battlefield, divided into 2 camps: Team Let Her Live and Team Sis. Why? The first camp defended Chrisean, insisting that no one understands her loyalty, that maybe Bino is her safe space, but it's not toxic if it works for them. The second camp dragged her so hard they practically needed a ceasefire. Tweets like, "She broke up with Blueface just to enroll in Bino University for toxic majors" racked up thousands of likes. Another viral tweet read, "At this point, Chrisean dating choices are sponsored by red flags." And then came the memes. Oh, the memes. They spread faster than wildfire in California. One had Chrisean and Bino's faces photoshopped onto the Joker and Harley Quinn with the caption, "Name a more toxic duo." We'll wait. Another showed SpongeBob packing his suitcase with the caption, "Pov me leaving the fandom after Chrisean goes back to Bino." TikTok edits layered the reunion photos over adult ballads, clown music, and even gospel tracks, turning the drama into pure content gold. It wasn't just comedy though, there was outrage too. Fans flooded Chrisean's Instagram comments with paragraphs begging her to stop the cycle. "We love you, sis, but please know your worth," one fan wrote. Others accused Bino of exploiting her, claiming he only resurfaces when he needs attention. Some even went as far as tagging CPS, claiming the chaos was bad for her child. The line between concern and clowning blurred so badly that every comment section felt like a group therapy session mixed with a roast battle. And Blueface? His shadow loomed over everything. He didn't need to say Chrisean's name, fans did it for him. Every vague post, every cryptic lyric, every petty tweet was dissected as if it were a direct shot at the reunion. One tweet from him saying, "Told y'all she addicted to drama," was enough to send fans spiraling. Screenshots went viral, arguments reignited, And suddenly, the triangle drama was back on the table whether Chrisean liked it or not. Meanwhile, gossip blogs had a field day. The Shade Room posted a side-by-side of the reunion photo and a screenshot of Chrisean dragging Bino just weeks earlier with the caption, "From chaos to cozy." Hollywood Unlocked followed suit, fueling the mess with a poll. Do you think this is real love or just toxic clout? The poll alone got hundreds of thousands of votes, proving one thing: people may clown toxic relationships, but they can't stop watching them. But here's what made the whole situation explode even harder: silence. Neither Chrisean nor Bino addressed the reunion directly. No Instagram lives, no explanations, no clapbacks. And in today's world, silence isn't golden, it's gasoline. That silence turned the internet into a full-time detective agency. Fans dug through old interviews, recycled screenshots, even blurry background shadows and Instagram stories, all trying to prove they were back together for real. By day 2, the discourse had mutated into conspiracy theory territory. Some fans swore the reunion was staged for a reality TV contract. Others believed it was revenge against Blueface, a carefully plotted PR move to drive him insane. One particularly wild thread claimed Bino was just a distraction, and Chrisean had an even bigger bombshell brewing. But whether it was love, clout, or chaos, one thing was certain: Chrisean Rock being spotted with Bino again wasn't just a relationship rumor, it was a cultural reset. People weren't just talking about it, they were living it, breathing it, and turning it into their own content. And the longer Chrisean stayed quiet, the louder the internet screamed. And here's the kicker: everyone knew this wasn't the end. This wasn't closure. This was the trailer. And the next act of chaos? It was already brewing when the smoke started to clear. The fallout from Chrisean Rock being spotted with Bino again was nothing short of catastrophic. This wasn't just gossip, it was a cultural landslide, dragging reputations, relationships, and public perception straight into the pit of chaos. For Chrisean, the reunion blurred the line between empowerment and entrapment. On one hand, fans defended her loyalty, calling her real for sticking with the men she loves despite the drama. On the other hand, critics dragged her mercilessly, arguing she was addicted to toxicity like it was a subscription service. One viral tweet read, "Chrisean doesn't date men, she collects cautionary tailies." Ouch. Her brand, however, stronger than ever. Because chaos is her brand. The internet couldn't stop talking about her. Every blog post, every meme, every TikTok edit kept her name alive. Like it or not, Chrisean thrives in the storm. Her unpredictability is her superpower. And this reunion just reminded everyone why she stays trending. Bino's reputation, though, was a whole different story. He went from being a side character in Chrisean's saga to the villain or hero of the latest season. Some fans dragged him as just another toxic man living off her spotlight. Others crowned him as the only person who can truly handle her chaos. Either way, his name went viral, which in the clout economy is worth more than any PR strategy. The man who barely made headlines before suddenly had his face plastered across every gossip feed in America. And then there was Blueface. Even though he wasn't in the photos, his presence hovered like a ghost at the feast. Every cryptic post he made was treated like commentary. Fans acted like he was sitting at home refreshing his feed with popcorn in hand, watching Chrisean and Bino like it was his favorite reality show. In a way, he was part of the reunion whether he liked it or not, proof that Chrisean's storylines never really erased their exes. They just recycled them. The aftermath wasn't just online, it spilled into real-life consequences. Rumors spread that Bino lost out on a collab deal because brands didn't want to be attached to the circus. Meanwhile, Chrisean's name became even more valuable for reality producers. Insiders whispered that streaming platforms were circling, desperate to greenlight a Chrisean Rock, Life in Chaos docu-series. Because in today's culture, drama isn't a liability, it's a business model. Fans, however, weren't done. Instagram comments turned into open therapy sessions. Some begged her to focus on herself and her baby, others accused her of humiliating herself all over again. Meanwhile, TikTokers doubled down on the comedy. Skits of fake reunions, edits with dramatic music, and reenactments of Chrisean dragging Bino in one video only to hug him in the next went viral daily. Even late-night talk show hosts picked it up. One joked, Chrisean Rock's dating history has more plot twists than Game of Thrones. The silence from Chrisean and Bino made it even juicier. No confirmation, no denial, just vibes. That silence kept everyone guessing, refreshing their timelines like addicts waiting for the next hit. Fans became amateur detectives, analyzing Chrisean's Instagram stories like they were cracking FBI cases. A blurry reflection here, a background shadow there, every detail became a clue. And that's the thing, this wasn't closure. This wasn't a goodbye. This was the teaser trailer for the next scandal. Chrisean knows how to keep people hooked, even if it means burning down her own reputation to stay in the spotlight. By the end of the week, one truth became crystal clear. Chrisean Rock isn't just living her life, she's producing it. Her chaos is a franchise, her love life is a streaming service, and her fans are the paying subscribers. Every scandal is a new season, and every sighting is a cliffhanger. So what's next? Another fight? Another messy breakup? Another reunion nobody asked for but everyone will watch. With Chrisean Rock, the only guarantee is that the drama never ends, it only multiplies. And if you thought this sighting was the climax, you haven't even seen the sequel yet, and there you have it, Chrisean Rock and Bino's reunion saga. The blurry sighting that turned the internet into a circus and left fans foaming at the mouth, like it was the Super Bowl of toxic love. Emotional? Yes. Confusing? Absolutely. Predictable? Sadly, also yes. But boring? Never, because let's be real, Chrisean Rock doesn't live a normal life. She lives in a soap opera written by Twitter threads, produced by TikTok edits, and directed by Instagram lives. One minute she's dragging Bino like yesterday's trash. The next she's spotted with him again, giving the entire internet whiplash. And whether you're crying, clowning, or screaming into your phone, you can't look away. That's the power of chaos. But don't get it twisted, this isn't the end. With Chrisean, there are no finales, only cliffhangers. Today it's Bino, tomorrow it's Blueface subtweeting, and next week? Who knows, maybe a wedding, maybe a fight, maybe both on the same day. Whatever it is, it's going to break the internet again. Because Chrisean Rock's love life has more sequels than Fast and Furious. Now, if you've made it this far, do the smart thing, smash that like button like it owes you money. Hit subscribe harder than Chrisean hits, go live at 3 a.m. and light up the comments with your wildest theories. Are they truly back together? Or are we all just extras in the reality show she hasn't signed yet? Because here at Buzz Crash, we don't just spill tea, we flood timelines. Tomorrow's scandal? Already brewing. And when it explodes, you'll hear it here first. This is Buzz Crash, where chaos trends and the drama never dies. And the drama never dies.